Hi-ho friends, welcome back to another video where we look through a bag of my thrift store finds. Most of my finds are gotten at the Goodwill outlet or the Goodwill bins. If you don't know what that is, it's a big, huge thrift store where everything is pay by the pound. Or most things anyway are paid by the pound. And it makes things very, very cheap, like church sale prices. And we all know that church sales have the best prices. Okay, starting off today, we are going to do a little update. Do we remember this guy? We do. This is the Washington mascot. I was getting ready to take photos of him to list him for sale, and I was thinking, man, this thing is super racist. I can't believe someone sold this. Click, click, click. And then I was like, okay, what am I doing? I just set him aside. So I'd like to apologize for my brain not kicking in earlier on that one and for being a little bit racist. Okay, first thing from my bins haul is Cornucopia. We have talked about cornucopias before. It is time to decorate for fall. So I'm very excited to have another one of these in my shops going into the fall season. Everybody is pretty much almost done being excited about Halloween, and Thanksgiving will be next up on the docket. I'm also one of those people decorating for Halloween fully right now, really excited. I think that it's the delight of anticipation. Anticipation is one of life's great delights, and you're just thinking about how great everything's going to be and all of the wonderful food that you like to get in that season or the clothes that you like to wear, the coziness and the candles, and you're anticipating all of the delight. So it's not enjoying what you currently have or the season that's currently going on. You're enjoying that too. You're just getting ready to enjoy another thing. Okay, so I have a lot of 1980s plush, possibly some 1990s plush, but I scored big, and this first one I haven't found in a very long time. This is a Wrinkles doll. This is also a puppet. This little tag says Wrinkles. It's obviously a dog, some sort of Shar-Pei or something. She has a bone that has not been detached, but that came with her. And it's just, a dog plush with some pantalones there. And the last time I found one of these, which was a very, very long time ago, they were not really bringing very much money. I looked them up again, and it looks like the prices come way up on these. It looks like they are between $20 and $40. So I'm looking forward to getting her listed. She's in pretty good condition, and she's gotta be 80s, 1981. And here are a set of plush from Hallmark. It's the Rodney Reindeer line. I think this is actually Randy Reindeer, if I know what I'm talking about, which who knows. This is Ramona. They all have R names. Yep, this is Randy. Randy and Ramona, they're in their pajamas. A lot of people remember these from, I'm not sure if it was McDonald's or Burger King, but one of the fast food lines carried these as part of the kids' meal thing, or was just selling them on the side during the holiday season in the 80s. But you could also buy all different sizes and all different stuff, ornaments, pins, all kinds of things with these guys in the Hallmark store. And then I found those, but then I found, oh dear, I found the updated version. So these don't have any date on them, no year. But they are from Hallmark, and it has like the new plush feeling, if you know what I mean. So these are new, and they have embroidered eyes now instead of plastic eyes. But I just thought, how fun is that? Okay, this is not a plush, but it is an 80s item, 1987, from Pee-wee's Playhouse. I don't find Pee-wee's Playhouse often at all. I don't know what this character's name is, but judging from other characters that I do know their name, I'm going to say Globey. Seems like a good bet. But he's in really good condition, and I'm excited to look him up and get him listed. There just wasn't very much produced for Pee-wee's Playhouse toy-wise, so it's cool to find a piece. I think the last thing that I found from that show was a pterodactyl plush. Oh, this is also not a plush, but it is really fun. This is, you recognize that face? It is a Kool-Aid spoon, specifically made for stirring your sugary drink. I have sold these before. I think last time I sold one, it went for like $12, so I figured, hey. I've also seen them in all different colors. So this is the first time I've had a red one. I've also had a purple one, and I think an orange one. Here's somebody that we all know. Strawberry shortcake. This is a strawberry shortcake pillow. I believe that these were like a sew-it-yourself type of situation. She has designs on both sides. And she's pretty darn big, actually. She'd be super cute on a sofa or a bed. She's large enough to be a throw pillow. Okay, here's a guy that we probably all know as well. Glowworm. There have been so many iterations of Glowworm. I'm looking for a date on this one. 1995. He is missing his light tube. You can still sell them without. Obviously, they don't bring as much money. But just so cute. I love the fabric on this. It just feels so cozy. And so cute little glowworm that doesn't glow anymore. And I found this plush, which actually has a very similar fabric to him. I think this is from the 90s, and the tag has been cut, so I'll have to do an image search for this, but I'm almost positive that this is a play school item, and goes with a line called like the Snuggies or something. But I've never seen this specific one before, so we'll have to do a little research on that. Then here is a play school from 1996. This is a little dump truck by the look of things that is also a plush. And pull string, and he just vibrates. I don't know if he like moves along the floor, but he has like that bottom that our slippers were, the bottom of the slippers in 80s and 90s and stuff. So I just thought different, weird, interesting. I love weird. I love something that I have never looked up before and I don't know much about. So I'm really looking forward to doing a little bit of research on that guy. And again, the prices at the bins are so good that you're not really risking that much to buy kind of whatever. If you want to purchase something just to research it or just to learn something new, then the prices are totally conducive to that. You don't have to worry you're not, sinking like $10 or $15 into each item. It's just really, really cheap. Now this is, I love these so much. This is a singamajig. I know that there's another name for them, which I forget right now. And like some are the bears and some are the other animals or whatever. I think this is a bear. I don't know, but all are they the funniest? They're so funny. They each have their own individual voice. Some have high voices, some have lower voices, and they're just... See you later. They're just so funny to me. I don't know why. And they sell really, really well and very quickly. None of them ever stay in my store for like more than a couple weeks. They're just so funny. I don't think they make them anymore, but in a different life, I would have collected them for sure. They're so funny and cute. They just delight me. Okay, so I found something which seems to be one of the worst inventions man has ever created. First we have, oh, you know what that is, right? You've seen that before. That's a koosh ball, Sarah. That's not a horrible idea. It's a wonderful idea. This koosh ball is attached to a hair elastic. Can you imagine the nightmare that this accessory was? Now, I'm going to try to sell this. I'm not going to lie. But, you know, buyer beware, because this thing is a horrible, horrible idea. Horrible. Tangles and knots for days, but kind of fun to look at anyway. And now I found some actual antiques this time. All of the bins are different. I've been to several different areas, several different states, and each place kind of has its own vibe of what is generally there. I would say that this particular bins that I go to all the time here in Virginia is more 90s. Lots and lots and lots of 90s stuff. In Rochester, New York, which is where I'm from and where I was going to the bins before, there's a lot more vintage stuff, and I found quite a few like actual antique pieces there. So I was excited to find what I believe are some actual antique things at this bins in Virginia. I found an enormous pile of handmade doilies. Now, I know a lot of people are not going to get excited about this find. It's not adorable, nostalgic plush from our youth. But, like, these are all handmade. This handwork is gorgeous. And they're just, like, all different sizes. And it's just not something I've ever really come across at the bins before. But I will be lotting these together. You know, they look like they've been tea stained, but this is just actual age. They have not been tea stained. You know, oh, there's just like so many interesting, beautiful pieces. You can tell by touching them that they have a lot of age to them. They may have been starched at one time. But, so I have just like a whole huge pile of these, and I'm going to lot them together. People do all kinds of different stuff with them. You don't just have to like put them under a cat figurine. There are lots of things that people do, make curtains out of them, and pillow shams, and just all kinds of very interesting crafting choices. Okay. This is the last thing that I have to show you. And here, I'll show you how it came. In this old plastic bag with a bunch of old tissue paper in there. When I see something like this at the bins, I grab it immediately. Anything that looks really crusty and old, I'm like all over. These are crystals. This is actual glass. I believe that it is actual crystal, which is glass with lead in it, I think. Prisms, and they would hang from light fixtures mostly. And I don't even know how many are in here, but I know that even if you just find one, you can sell one. But that I know that they bring a very nice price. Oh, girl. If they weren't so heavy, you know what I mean? But I was so excited to find really old crystals. They're beautiful. There's a bunch of them in here. At least 6 or 8, I'd say. I haven't unwound all of the very, very old wrapping yet. But I was just really, really excited to find that. You don't really find things that are this old at the bins, or at least at this bins very often. So that was just a wild trip. Very, very fun. I want to thank you for hanging out with me again. And if you would be so kind as to hit the thumbs up like button and also the subscribe button, and leave me a comment below. Tell me what your favorite find was of today. Oh man, if I had to choose one, I don't know what it would be. It might be Reindeer and Ramona or Rhonda or whichever one it was. I love finding those for some reason. I never even had them as a kid. I just think that they're really cool. So if you will leave me a comment, that'll be great. Subscribe, like, all the things that'll help me out a lot. And that means that we can keep hanging out together and keep doing this. So I invite you to go out and find treasure. I'll see you again next time.